What's up guys, DJ Darkbeat here bringing you another blaster review video. Today, for the first time, I'll be going into the Rival line. This is one of my favorite Rival blasters of all time, the Nerf Rival Hera. Semi-automatic flywheel blaster. It's really cool. Depending on when you got it, it either came with a 7-round mag or a 12-round mag. So it depends on when you purchased it. I think it originally came with a 7-round and then they moved to a 12-round. The aesthetic with the 7-round is awesome. It's just very low profile. And with the 12-round, it's a little bit different, but you know, it's still pretty sexy. But you do have more ammo. So that's personal preference, however way you like it. I like to have a little more ammo, especially when you got a beast like this. She's a thick girl. It's definitely a pretty big blaster in terms of thickness, but there's a lot of mods that can be done to this. This whole back half is basically battery compartment. This can be cut off almost completely, and you can turn this into a pistol, pretty much. It's still a thick pistol, but a pistol nonetheless, and pretty cool if you're running around with 2 of these bad boys. So that is something that is quite possible. Now, got the quick mag release down the back here. One of the few blasters that does load through the handle, which I do like. You have the rev trigger here, and you have a safety underneath. Okay, jam door here in case you do need to clear out a jam. Rare, but does happen from time to time, and you can get into your battery compartment here. This will be compatible with the Rival rechargeable battery pack that you can use on this. The Nemesis, there's they do have the Nerf rechargeable. This one takes 6 C batteries, I believe, as opposed to D batteries that the Nemesis and that the Nemesis takes. So this does take the C batteries instead of D. But I have one of these rewired for LiPo. That is the way to go. The motors and everything that's in here can handle a 3S LiPo, so it is great to just rewire a battery, then you don't have to worry about any of this other stuff, and you do have plenty of space back here for basically any size LiPo battery you want to put. But that's a video for a different day. So let's get into this. Let's test her out and let's see why this is one of my favorite blasters. Alright, stick with me guys.
The Nerf Rival Hera. This is the Phantom Corps model, and the white comes with the blue and red flag in the box. It is a very well designed blaster. It is very comfortable to use and it performs very well. You have your jam door up top, your battery door in the back. You have your cutout here in the handle, plus your quick thumb paddle mag release, rev trigger, and safety. It is a thick blaster, but it is a very nice, very comfortable, and ergonomically sound blaster for sure. I enjoy it. Now let's see what this baby can do.
Okay guys, so I got a magazine loaded up now with 7 regular Rival rounds. I'm going to put those over the chronograph, then I'm going to shoot 5 of the Adventure Force Rival rounds, and then 5 of the AccuStrike Rival rounds, and see if there's any difference in the FPS. Here we go. I misfire. 64.6, 60.3, 77, 65.2, and a couple misfires there. A little hard getting this thing dialed in. All right, let's just, you get around 80 feet per second usually, but let's see what we get. All right, so these are the Adventure Force rival rounds. 81, 82.3, 80.3, 81.6, 77.4. Okay, so now we're moving on to 1, 2, 3. I got 4 loaded in here. The AccuStrike round. See if there's any difference with those. 80.6, 75.1, 73.4, 67.5. So again, roughly around 80 feet per second is what you normally get with this consistently. It's a very cool, very, hard-hitting blaster. So it does get good numbers right out of the box, and these are pretty good batteries. When you use the rechargeable pack or a LiPo, it does hit even harder. All right, so let's go do a little range footage now, and then we'll get to the conclusion. All right, guys. Unfortunately, it's a little cold and rainy outside, so I'm just going to do some indoor footage for you today. In terms of the range, I'm going to shoot off one small magazine of the Nerf Rival rounds, the yellow Rival rounds, and see how we do with those. And I'm going to switch over to the Adventure Force and see how those perform, if there's any difference. All right, be going for the top target on the dart catch, and we'll see what we can do. All right, no sight, no optic, just seeing how I can aim with this and seeing how consistent it will be. All right, here we go. The small magazine looks cool, but goes fast. Alright, so now I'm loading in the Adventure Force Rival rounds and see if there's any difference in the performance. Here we go. Not too bad. I mean, more or less the same. I do like the Adventure Force rounds better than the Rival rounds, but it depends on what you're going for in terms of the accuracy. All right, so let's break it down now and get to the conclusion. Okay, guys, so the Nerf Rival Hera. This is a beefy girl. This is one of the thickest handles I have ever encountered in Nerf, and it feels good. It's definitely made for big hands. Rev trigger feels nice. You got a little spot to aim here. It gives you a little, it does feel comfortable to put this blaster up and to your cheek. It is very comfortable. Comfortable grip, this little forward grip in the front. I guess that's forward grip you can call it, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all to get a sight picture with this blaster. Again, it feels real good in the hand. Some people are very fond of these 7-round magazines. They are a little bit hard to find now. So they're out there, but most of the blasters come with 12 round or more now. So you do go through 7 rounds very fast. So I mean, I do prefer the 12 round. You just have the little different aesthetic of the magazine sticking out of the handle. With the 7-round mag, I mean, you can barely see the mag, which is pretty cool. Mag release is quick. It's got the little thumb mag release in the back, the little thumb tab. I love these mag releases. They're very quick to do mag changes with. And overall, I mean, the look, this thing just looks sweet. It's a sweet looking blaster. Again, you can run around with 2 of these if you wanted to. That's pretty damn cool. So it is a nice blaster. I have seen them go on sale for $30 or less. So you can get them from decent prices still on Amazon, so you still can buy them new. The Phantom Corp color scheme with the white, and then you get the red or blue flags. That's the way that Rival's been doing it with the Phantom Corps. And it's a nice blaster. It really is. You have a sling point here, and you can definitely use this blaster efficiently in battle. And it's a nice blaster to have, with the exception of blowing through Rival rounds, which is the downfall of all Rival blasters, is they are really hard to retrieve. So if you shoot 200, you're lucky to find 100. So you got to take into account cost of ammunition when you are going to Rival and you are using Rival in a competitive nature. But in terms of like an HVZ, humans vs zombies kind of game, there's nothing better than a proton pack or something like that, where you can just be throwing ridiculous amounts of Rival ammo at your opponent, and that's how you get clear. So in terms of as Rival and regular dart shooters go, I mean, it's a big difference. The Rival is great up into a certain distance, then no matter what you do, the accuracy is just not there. So once you get into, you know, if you're inside 20-30 feet, you're pretty good to go. Outside of that distance, when you start getting into 50-60 and up, you don't know where the Rival rounds are going to go. The AccuStrike Rival rounds are a little bit better, but still, it's a round projectile, and you don't know. It's just not aerodynamic. So the AccuStrike Rival rounds, the dimples on the balls are a little bit different. I guess it's more like a golf ball. You know, people do hit golf balls pretty straight. Not me, but you can hit a golf ball straight. So maybe these are a little bit more accurate in terms of distance. But again, it's Rival. Great from close quarters combat, great for throwing down large amounts of foam fast. Not great for a sniper from distance, but for suppressive fire, absolutely. I just love the way this thing feels. It feels fantastic. So, highly recommended. One of my favorite Rival blasters of all times. I will put up a video where I will show you how to change this out to a LiPo battery. Much better when you don't have to play with all these different large quantities of batteries in your blaster. Plus you get a little performance boost out of that. Get this thing shooting around 100 to 120 feet per second just by changing the battery. The internals can handle the power. Just change the battery and change the switch. So I'm gonna do a video and show you guys how to do that. But highly recommended. One of my favorite Rival blasters of all time. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.